Hello again, it's Tony from Tony's Reading List, and I'm back with a summary of another story from LTI Korea's collection, the 20th Century Stories. My last video was about Kim Nam-cheon's After Beating Your Wife, a story which I really enjoyed, and I said, well, let's go out and try and find another story. And of course, all I had to do was actually look a couple of centimetres to the right on the LTI page with the free stories because, of course, there was another one. So again, translated by Jenny Wang Medina. This one was called Management. It was written a couple of years after the other story, and it's more of a normal style of writing than After Beating Your Wife. It's about 40-something pages, so it's quite a lengthy story. And it's about a woman preparing for the release from prison of her fiancé. So she's been waiting for 2 years for him to get out of prison, and so she started to set up a room for him to live in, sorting everything out. This is again during the colonial time, and I think it's something to do with intellectual dissent. He's an intellectual, and he's been thrown in prison, and he's only now being released. And the story is basically about her readjusting to him getting out of prison, and hoping to get the marriage that she's been waiting for so long. And there's also a nice subplot where her mother is sneaking around, and she's not really sure what's happening, and it turns out that there's someone else on the scene as well. Towards the end, you do kind of get the feeling where this is heading, but it's a very well structured story, and although it's the ending, it's not very happy in one way, but it's also quite well structured in the way that what's happened during the story has actually set the woman up. Her name's Moo-gyong, and he's Shi-hyung, and Moo-gyong in preparing for her fiance's release and doing all these things, has actually made herself almost semi-independent, and that's where the story has perhaps a happy ending. Very, very interesting story. Management, the title, I'm not quite sure. It has probably something to do with the fact that I think that's the area that her fiancé is studying. He's something to do with economics, management, business, but perhaps it also has something to do with managing her own affairs and learning to become independent. Anyway, it's another very interesting story. Again, I would recommend it. So that's 2 out of 2 for Kim Nam-cheon. And as always, you can download these stories for free from the website. I always give the link to the PDFs, but there are EPUBs available as well, I think. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you, and see you later.